Hello everybody. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the different ways that you can remove polish. I already have it off my left hand because I was playing around with it a little bit, and now I am going to take it off my right hand. I'm going to take it off my left hand and we're going to try different ways. We're going to try with the Flake off, which is one of my favorites, the gentle remover pads, and we're going to do these two different ways. We're going to do one with just the pad, and then we're going to do one with the pad and a clip. Now, GelMoment has clips for you to use in order to put the clip on your hand. I just don't have them yet, and these are the ones that I'm going to be using for giveaways and whatnot. So it's just as well for me to use it for this. And then, of course, I have my scraper. So we're going to get the box out of the way because we're going to just use these things. And let us see. So, of course, I have had this. Just sorry about that. I had to let the dog out. I'm going to do it, like I said, the different ways. Now, of course, my polish is growing out. I don't know if you can see that or not, how the angle is, but you can see the fairly large gap. My nails grow really quick, so in order for me to do my nails and keep them up, I could fill in the gap, but I wanted to do this video for you so I could show you. Now, of course, this is our GelMoment file. You can see where I use it for the other side. This is the buffing side, and this is the filing side. So if you're going to file your nail, that's great. But if you're going to buff anything off when you're cleaning your nail, or when you're taking your polish off, you want to use this side. So what you want to do first is you want to get the sheen or the shine, whichever way you want to say it, off the polish. The reason that you do this is to let the removers adhere to the polish, because it has to go through layers, and it just takes that protective coating off the very top. Now, I have chrome on this finger. When I did it on this side, it worked actually fairly well, but I'm going to just show you. So this one has an extra layer of chrome and a layer of clearly frisky to bring in that chrome. You want to protect chromes when they go on. If you do not top chromes with top coat or clearly frisky, then you are going to lose it. It will come off. It will come off. Okay. Now, like I said, you only got to buff the sheen off of it. So that's not too bad at all. See? The shine is gone. So first I'm going to do these ones because the clearly frisky is a little easier to get put on once I get these on. So these have a little plastic flap right here. You can see it. See the little flap? Little plastic flap. And the pad is inside full of your polish remover. So you want to get that pad on the top, on the nail. Now, you take this off, this little plastic thing off, and underneath is a sticky substance. So like, you know, and that is so you can bend it into itself and have it done. So I'm going to use my pinky and my ring finger for these. So you want to, like I said, I'm going to do it the other way actually. You want to get the pad on top, so there it is on top, onto the polish, and then you're going to bend it into each other to keep it on your hand. And I just kind of folded it over last time. Now this one here, I am going to use the clip on. The clip just gives it just that little bit of extra oomph, a little bit of extra pressure. And this one we will do without the clip. Same process. We're going to take the little plastic thing that is eluding me right now. There we go, taking it off to expose the adhesive on the bottom. Oh, and it's stuck to my hand. Open it up so you can get to the little pad there. There we go. do my pinky. So you put it where the pad is, you take this side and you close it in on itself, and then you can fold it over. There we go. So those are those two. Now, Flake Off. It's a fairly thick product. Flake Off is. See? I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's fairly thick, pasty consistency. And you're just going to brush it on the same as you would brush on polish. Now, you don't want to gump it right on there, but you do want to make sure that there's a fair bit of it on because it has to eat through layers of polish. Get a little bit more on there. There we go. You can already see it working on the chrome. See the bubbling? This is what happened on my other finger too. I was really excited when I seen that because it already starting to really pop. Now, it takes anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes for this to work properly. I'm just going to leave that there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take the hang on one second here now. Take your tool. Of course, the dog wants to get in again. And you're going to lightly scrape off the polish, the gel polish. Now, you don't want to scrape too hard because we do not want to go down to your nail. We do not want to damage your nails. The whole great thing about GelMoment is that it doesn't damage your nails. There's no formaldehyde in it. I've got a whole list that I've placed onto my site there. It's 5 free, which is absolutely awesome. When you look at that poster for 5 free, you can have a good look. I like the clip, I think the clip, I'm impressed with the clip. So we're going to leave this right now. I'm just going to talk about myself just a little bit while this is on here. I have done another video there introducing myself, but that's fine. My name is Lil Alexander. I live in Corner Brook, Newfoundland with my family. I have 2 kids, and I have, that's Laura, who's 18, and Maxwell, who is 12. I'm married to Steven, and we live down in Curling area. I decided to join GelMoment with my friend Julia. I'm looking for something to do here for a while because I've been off of work. I actually hurt my back. I'd love to say I knew how I hurt it, but I really, really, really don't know. And then when I found out that there's actually arthritis in my back, I guess it's something that progressed over time. It had to, obviously. So now I'm dealing with that and living with that. So I said, well, why don't I do something on the side? I'm not new to direct sales. I've done other things in the past, but that doesn't, they're different avenues and they weren't exactly this. I think maybe perhaps I had joined a few things that weren't 100% for me. So while we're doing this, I guess I might as well explain my almond quench. This is from our nail spa. It's nail and cuticle oil, and this has been an absolute lifesaver to me. I get a lot of hangnails all up through here and here, and my nails, cuticles are always really dry, especially when I was working. You know, anybody who's like, my nails are rotten, did like boxes and stuff like that, when you're opening up a lot of boxes and things like that, your nails dry right out. I don't know what it is about it, but they dry right out. So this almond quench, and of course there's other kinds there. This is just the one that I have with me right now. Nail and cuticle oil is awesome. You just put it on your cuticles around and to this joint here. So you want it all through here and down your nail. You can put it on while you're wearing your polish. It is not going to damage or bother your polish, and it's it's really, I really enjoy it, and it smells really good. Now, of course, it's almonds, so if you have a nut allergy, please get a different kind of nail and cuticle oil. We do have several. We have green teas in, I know, and there's a few others there as well. Those are just the two that I know the most. So we're just gonna wait a few minutes. Like I said, this chrome is already lifting fairly well. Let's have a look. I find with chromes, we do have to do a few because there is so many more layers, but I'm barely touching it. Do you see this? I'm barely touching it. And it's definitely already starting to lift. The dog wants to come in, but she's going to have to wait. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just brush that off. I'm going to put a little bit more because, like I said, the chrome takes a little extra. The chrome takes a little extra. But I must say, the chrome is my absolute favorite. This one was Cosmo. There are 12. I absolutely love chrome. They are my pinky up like I'm having a cup of tea. They are my favorite. I absolutely love anything that sparkles, anything that shines, anything that glitters. That is my forte. Anybody who would like to join my page, it is Lil's Pampered Queen, or Lil's Polished Queens, and I chose that name because I do think that you're all queens. I think every woman has their way of loving and nurturing and taking care of each other, as well as taking care of your families, and that takes a lot, and I think you all deserve to be recognized for that, and to know that you are important and that you are most definitely a queen in your own right. Let's see. There we go. So see that I'm not pressing hard. You can tell by the way that I'm holding my cuticle stick that I'm not applying much pressure at all. And there you go. For a gel polish, that's very simple. Of course, anything with glitter, etc., is going to be a little bit harder to get off your nails. That's just the way of it. And I love these cuticle pushers. They really get in there. Okay, let's do my thumb while we're waiting. This is actually coming out much better than on my other hand. It's probably because I'm using my dominant hand to use my tool. And on the other one, I didn't. I couldn't. You know what it's like, ladies. You polish one hand, it comes out perfect. You polish the other hand, and you've got like wonkiness. But you can always fix that up, especially with GelMoment. You just get a Q-tip or a wipe and just clean around the edges before you cure. And there you go. Right? And you've got a nice manicure that you've done for yourself. So if you're in between appointments, or if everything's closed down due to COVID as usual, you can just pamper yourself for a little bit until you can get back, or you can do it in between to save yourself a few dollars. Okay, and of course this is my GelMoment mat. I use it quite frequently so that I don't make a mess of my kitchen table. That hasn't been on there for very long, but it is still taking it off. And like I said, it's I didn't leave it on there very long at all, so I should have left it, but here I was scraping, so we'll put a little bit more on there. Okay, so now we're going to try the pads. We'll take off the pad first that has the pressure. Let's do this one first. And as you can see, same thing. Scraping just a little bit more than I did with the flake off. If I had left it on for the full 10 minutes, probably would have been a lot easier. I'm just going to take the little pad out to do like a little cleanup of my nail. Let's do these ones as well. Not too bad at all. Get the little bit of residue that is left there off. And let's try the one that I did not put the pressure on. Same thing. But see how easily that comes off? Like I'm not fighting with it. I'm not really scraping down, because the point here is to protect your natural nail. You don't want your natural nail damaged. Nails are rotten from bringing the dog in and out. It's nice and mucky out there today. And let's see. Remember how I said shiny stuff is always, like glitters and that, are always a little harder to get off? Well, the chrome is no exception, because you can't get any glitterier than the chrome. I'm just going to take the pad out of this one so that I can use it for a little bit of a cleanup on my nails as well. Ever notice how much dirt is under your nail when you take off your polish? Like, honestly, hey. And I'm just gonna move that out of the way. Sorry for the mess on the mat, but that's the whole purpose of the mat. And there you go. Polish off. And then once you do get your polish off, you just want to quench those babies up with a little bit of oil right across the whole nail. Give it a little bit of nourishment. Like I said, go right up to the joint area. You usually just give it a few minutes, but because I don't want to keep you any longer, I just gonna rub it in. It helps a lot. It will seep in naturally, but I like to give it a good rub, make sure it gets right in every crook and cranny. All right, so if you have any questions, leave them down below, and if not, I will see you next time. And thanks a lot for watching. I'm sorry about the length, but we do have to wait for the stuff to cure, to eat into the polish. It takes a little bit, but considering it took about 15-20 minutes for this whole video, that's not too bad. See you guys later.